Mrs. Fuck. Oh, I fucked that one up. Hold on, try to. They got those quizzes. Somebody took a quiz. Like you take a quiz, like how white are you? And like one of the questions was like, do you sing? Have you sung along with Elton John drunk? Whatever, dude. Benny and the Jets, man. Like fucking everybody loved that song. Benny and the Jets. Shows what that quiz lady knew. How's your day going? I hope it's going great. Did you whoop this week's ass? I'm a rocket man. I used to be when I did academy, and that shit was fun. Being a rocket man. And then just turn into a rocket man. I'll be on another zone. Now I'm a fucking sober man. I'm a couch man. I'm a documentary man. Oh no.
Don't say couch man though.
Why?
That sounds like John.
Oh, yeah, but I got a bedroom I can go to. Like normal people have couches. John, that's all he has. You know what I mean? That's your one possession is a couch.
That's true. That's perfectly true right now. I have a couch.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all she let you take was the couch that you slept on?
No, this came from a neighbor at the new place. She was throwing it out. I said, hey, I'll take that couch. I haven't really brought that up, but that's what's happening.
Yo, I'm gonna throw my old man under the bus. That motherfucker has never paid for a piece of furniture in his entire life. He is 70 years now. He's 72.
Can be done.
I know. I've watched him do it. Like every couch and chair has been given to him. Oh, you don't want that? I'll take it. He also had a clown doll on the couch for fucking years until I shamed him.
That's twisted.
I was like, you're not going to get pussy. Like, you can't bring a girl home with a fucking a clown doll on your couch. That just screams that screams murder rape. That screams bodies in a freezer. So what? You're sleeping, you were sleeping on a yoga mat.
Yep. Which is surprisingly painful. But
you gotta sleep on your back if you do yoga mat.
Yeah. Those
you
days
can't do the
me.
side. That'll ruin you.
Oh, I know. You wake up and sort of you feel your hips. It's terrible.
I've slept on the floor before, back in the day. But like, get faded, you crash at a homie's house, you sleep on the floor. But when was the last time you had a bed?
My own bed, a couple years ago. Probably 2 or 3 years ago. It was a mattress on the floor. It sounds so much worse than it is. I
it was
need
just
to
a
say
mattress?
that. I really, this is not as bad and bleak as we're portraying it here. It's not. It's not.
People really want to start a GoFundMe, but I'm like, no, I don't think they should I don't think you should be rewarded for being a loser.
These aren't heavy losses.
Says a loser. If all you knew is you're like a shitty baseball team or a shitty basketball team, like all you know is losses, you just get used to it.
No, you grind.
You got a losing culture. You got a loser culture.
It's a bit of a headwind. You got to push through it.
So what'd you do? You brought the couch into your room and now you just sleep on the couch instead of the yoga mat?
That's exactly what's happening.
So when you're tired, you don't go to bed, you go to couch.
But I'm going to get a couch very soon. I just haven't. The couch has been working.
You're going to get a bed very soon.
Yeah. Probably just a mattress.
Let me ask you, now that you got the couch, does the dog fuck you less?
The dog will come in and but that little zap trick, freaking the dog out, did seem to work.
You do that?
I did a little bit.
Do it again. This is what the dog man taught him how to fucking get the dog off of him. Go ahead, do it.
And then a little freaked out, flinches a bit, and like, don't fuck with John.
You already got the crazy eyes. That's all it takes. That motherfucker off you, man.
The dog's shitting in the house all the time now. It's fucking terrible.
Who do you live with?
I almost stepped in it. I was coming down the other morning, and I almost
went
down.
You got to take
terrible.
Who the fuck? What kind of people do you live with?
It's a little savage once in a while. That's just terrible. I don't know how else to explain it. And it's
live with animals, John. The dogs are shitting. The dog is shitting in the house.
I mean, it hit me in the face when I got home the other night. It's like walking into a wall of just stench.
Well, let me turn off this music. Let me just turn off this music.
It's not good.
What do you say? What do you say to them?
Hey, can we fix that? I mean,
what do you That's why we had to get another producer to produce. This is right here. This is fucking exhibit fucking A. Why we had to get another producer to produce.
The dog is growing up, so they're trying to correct this. I say, wow, that's a lot of shit. We got to fix that.
How long is this shit there for?
If I clean it, well, it's not just piling up.
You clean the shit?
Well, sure. If I come down in the morning and
it's what a bitch.
Other times,
what a bitch.
I'll call upstairs. Hey, we got a situation down here.
You know what I would do?
Oh, it's not gonna be good.
I would fucking have words with them, and if I did pick up the shit, I would put it in their bedroom.
Oh, see, but I can't.
And I would tell them ahead of time, so it's not passive aggressive. It's not like some passive aggressive shit. Be like, hey man, like if I gotta pick up your dog shit, I'm putting it on your bed.
That's hostile. I mean, I have to live with these people.
Yeah, but you need some boundaries, bro. You can't just have the dog shitting all over the fucking place and it's just laying there.
Well, it's not.
They probably walk by the shit because they're like, John will pick it up.
That is not happening.
I guarantee it.
That would be horrific if they did that.
I guarantee it.
There's no way.
It's a couple, right? He's probably getting his dick sucked. He looks over his fucking dog shit. He could clean it up. His fucking John will get it.
It smells
Let me
so...
finish getting my dick sucked.
The smell is so intense. There's no way that
hey, John, come in here. Get this shit for me. Hey, shit boy.
It's not what's happening. But it's really a lot of shit.
They probably give you a little shovel.
Oh.
What's your name on it?
Oh, I almost puked the other day. I was cleaning it up. It's so overwhelming.
Where were they at? Were they in the house?
They were upstairs sleeping. Hey, it's not ideal. I know that.
This is, you know what I'm thinking? Bitch.
What am I going to do?
Fucking bitch.
No.
You fucking bitch.
I had to contribute.
Nah, man. You got to quit that shit, bro.
There's no way this can continue.
The fucked up shit is the power dynamic is you're fucked. It's 2-1 all the time.
I will always lose.
This is like it on the like if this was Survivor, you're fucked. You're getting voted off the island every fucking time. But the crazy shit is like in California, you got all these squatters' rights and shit like that. Like they can't kick you out. You can be a total fucking asshole. They cannot kick you out. Once you started paying them money, like the laws are ridiculous. They're awful. They're the worst laws ever, but like it gives you all this leverage to be a fucking asshole.
Well, the difficulty there is I'm not on the lease.
It doesn't fucking matter.
All right.
If they've taken money from you, you have rights. That's the crazy. And if you stay there longer than 30 days,
absolutely.
So just go be a fucking dick. Be like,
why
hey man,
have to live with these people.
Yeah, you gotta live with them, but like under what? Like you're living under duress. You're getting fucked by the dog. The dog's shitting all over the place, and then you gotta go clean it up.
It's so much. It's like a little horse.
The more you talk,
oh my god,
bro,
it's not that bad.
How you supposed to tell Jet and P and motherfucking Chris what to do, and you can't even fucking like? How you supposed to tell people what to do and you go home and you're the pooper scooper? Like how you supposed to? How you supposed to fucking be a boss here? You can't, and you're not a boss anywhere else.
That's not entirely accurate, but I have to contribute. The dog shit on the floor. They're not around. All right, I got it.
Not around. They're upstairs. You act like they're in fucking Oklahoma, like visiting family or some shit like that. They're upstairs.
I guess they were up late. A little tired. It's not terrible. Come on. You do the same. Well, actually, I don't think you would do the same thing.
You think I would sit there and fucking clean up other people's dog shit from a dog that I didn't buy?
I really doubt it.
No. That's why I'm where I'm at and you're where you're at.
It's not perfect. It's not perfect.
I got a hot date lined up, and you know what you got lined up? You're gonna scoop up dog shit.
If it's there, I'll pick. Yes.
And my bank account is booming, and your shit is anorexic.
use a little more, that's for sure.
I bet you Jet could buy you right now. I bet you Jet, the intern, could buy you right now.
He seems pretty well healed, put together.
You blew, yeah. Pathetic drunk.
That's not that bad. The way that you tell it, yes, it sounds a little sad.
This is what we got on the show today. I really thought it was going to get better for you, John. I really thought we had the whole fucking talk. It was going to get better for you. It didn't. You're picking up dog shit. You're getting shit on by... Take a picture. I need to see a picture of the couple. You got a picture of the couple? They can't kick you out, bro. Just so you know. You just sue them. You seem like the suing type, so... Next week, I want to see the pictures of these people that are just running you.
It's not like that. Again, it's not that bad.
He only hits me when I deserve it. That's what you sound like. You sound like an abused spouse. It's not that bad. Let me see him. Hold on 1 second. Bring him in here. I can't fucking wait to see this shit. Oh, my God.
What? What is wrong? They look like a couple.
The dude looks like a bootleg Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, he does.
Like if Lenny Kravitz smoked a bunch of meth and then decided to move to Venice and, like, play bongos.
He's a free spirit.
What'd I tell you? What'd I say? John's afraid of black people. You won't check him because he's mixed.
What are you talking about?
Yep. You won't check the Colin Kaepernick looking motherfucker because he's mixed. Check him because you afraid of black people.
Oh, he and I are fast friends.
And they're laughing. And the girl, no chin. It's crazy how you have so much chin and she has no chin. How some people have so much and others have so little. The world is not fair.
Lovely woman.
That doesn't pick up her dog shit.
Yeah, that needs a little work.
I'd probably come home every day and a fucking dog. I'm just joking. I just pissed off all the dog lovers. How could you? All right, whatever. Thanks for showing me this. Now I know the people. Now I can put a face to who is fucking emasculating you on a daily basis.
It's not that bad. Again, it could be better. I'm not being abused.
This is what you do. This is how you talk to black people. Say, hey, look, brother, let me talk to you real second.
Hey, man.
Hey, Jive Turkey, come over here. Hey, Jive, listen up, Jive Turkey. I'm not going to take no mess. Your dog's copping a squat.
These are good suggestions.
You down to rumble? Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it, John. Go ahead, say it.
Hey, man, are you down to rumble? No, I can't.
Call me Jive Turkey.
Hey, Jive Turkey, your dog is just shitting all over the place. I can't have that. That's not how we do it.
Tell him, I'm tearing you off too much cabbage to have to put up with this bullshit.
I'm tearing you off too much cabbage to put up with this bullshit. This days are over.
I know my vines look kind of fucked up, but that doesn't mean I'm some buster.
No. What is this? A vine? What? No. I don't know what that means.
We got Pill Mix. We got the news. We got motherfucking...
DJ EFN.
Oh, DJ EFN. It's coming in to talk about Colombia. Don't go anywhere. It's an all-out show.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Shade 45. I got DJ EFN on the motherfucking microphone. What's up, DJ EFN? How you doing,
What up,
bro?
dog? What's going on, man? Thank you for having us. I got my boy Paul, a.k.a. He's got a million AKs, so we'll just call him Paul.
What's going on? I'm Paul.
What up?
He's
what up, Paul?
He's one of the cast. He's an old friend of mine. He's a part of my crew and my company. We're actually celebrating 25 years of my company, Crazy Hood Productions. And he went on this this new film that we're releasing, which is in the Coming Home series, Coming Home Colombia. He's the main cast member that's going home, basically, in the film.
Paul, you're from Colombia?
Yeah, well, my parents are from Colombia, which is the whole background of the story. I was born in New Jersey, which is the whole commute from, obviously, Colombia to New Jersey. But, yeah, I'm from New Jersey. My parents are Colombian.
So you want to go home, see the motherland,
It's always what it's about, right? Everybody always talks about going back to your roots, going back to your history, knowing where your parents come from or your ancestors. So I never really made it there. So when EFN came with the offer, the proposition of something, you know, historical, epic in my life, yeah, let's make it happen. We out there.
It was my cousin went back to the village in Italy where my grandfather was from, and he was like, I get it. He was like, I understand. Like, I understand us better. Did you find more? Did you find a deeper understanding of yourself being able to go back, like mannerisms, just the way you talk, the way you express yourself, shit like that?
Yeah, definitely. Because as a child growing up with Colombian family, you know, the cousins, my cousins' parents, you know, that were really from there, or those that they come with that heavy accent from different types of the country. So to go there and actually be in 3 countries, you know, we were in Bogota, we were in Medellin.
You mean cities.
Bogota, we were in Medellin and Barranquilla. They actually have different accent, different dialogue within those. So for me to relate that to my own family throughout my years, I always thought they were funny. And I'm American, right? So I'm from New Jersey, which is a totally different, you know, speech than to have the Spanish people talking to me. I say Spanish people, but they're my people, they're my family. So I always had that mixed understanding, but you put it all together, when it's just the way they speak. It was awesome. The whole trip was gangster. You know, I'm so proud of E for allowing me to be there. But yeah, overall, I know what you're saying. I did relate it to. I did see the mannerisms, the speech, the way they talk, the way they look. You know, I thought I was in a village of 100 Me's. You know, because you know I'm usually not in the circle like that, you know, so I'm dark skinned, I'm brown, and that's what I saw out there. It was pretty funny, you know, but dope.
So EFN, what was the city that stuck out to you on that trip?
I mean, I loved Medellin, you know, and a lot of people actually that go to Colombia talk about Medellin. But what's dope about Colombia, you know, and the film it's also about, you know, going home and following kind of your ancestry, but it's also a part of finding, you know, like learning about the country through hip-hop culture. So we try to find our counterparts out there. And what's pretty dope that stood out is, so we went to 3 major cities. We went in Bogota, Medellin, and Barranquilla. And each one it felt like kind of like the States, where like Bogota was like New York. So the vibe, the weather, the way people dressed, even the music reflected the way the city was. And then you go to Medellin, it was kind of like being in the South, like Atlanta. So, you know, it was a little warmer, you know, the little spread out. It wasn't like a New York vibe. And then you go to Barranquilla, and it's completely like being on the coast, whether it be like Miami or Cali. It was more of a Caribbean flavor. So they all stood out. And it's just that whole dynamic of having something like the States, where there's different vibes in different cities based on their geographic location.
So what was the differences in the music? Like, give me for instance, like.
So think about, like, okay, when we think about New York, you might think more heavy, like boom bap, and, you know, the guys rocking the big jackets and the hoodies. Well, that's what Bogota was all about. It's colder. I think it's higher in altitude. So so yeah, that's the vibe. They're more on that boom bap, hardcore, you know, street hip hop. And then you go to Medellin, and it loosens up a little bit, where it's still that vibe, but it's like, you know, it's like, think of it like Atlanta. You know, it's just they you know, the sounds are a little bit more tropical, and the scenery, it's warmer there. And then you go to Barranquilla all the way to the coastline, and it's just like completely more like, they're more on the reggaeton stuff. They have a lot of Caribbean influence, and they're doing the Latin trap more heavier over there. So the sounds definitely changed as you go to different cities.
And what was the street culture like out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was basically, to me, like, everywhere is the same. Like, the hood is the hood wherever you go in the world.
Yeah,
you know,
no matter where you go.
Yeah. There's not, you know, much of a difference, and we take our sensibilities and respect for the hood, because if you don't respect these places when you go to them, you'll be humbled quickly. And you know,
they'll remind you, huh?
Yeah. And you know, these artists, especially in these countries that are a little bit poor, you know, they have to be really in tune with the streets. You know, here some artists aren't, you know, and over there they really are, and we have to get that hood pass for real to get in. And you, like, there's a scene in Bogota where we're interviewing the dude from the crew, one of the big crews out there, infamous, is called Crack Family. And yeah, we're interviewing the main guys, and we're being swarmed by kids. They're all, you know, got their cameras out. They're all hyped to see them in the street.
At least 40, 50 people. Like, it's a big crowd.
And we show it in the film. And behind us, some ruckus broke out, and I just turn around really quick, and I just see, like, a dude, like, getting yoked up and I think even stabbed. Like, you see it in the film. Like, they grab, like, a shank, and And I'm like,
damn.
And the dude's like, don't worry about it. We got you. And I'm like, I'm not worried. I just want to know what the fuck is going on behind me. But yeah, I mean, it's shit, shit was real. Like, supposedly some dude was like walking up. They didn't like his vibe. And I don't know if the dude had a shank or they had a shank.
Nah, I think the dude had a shank because I was standing a little bit closer to them.
It's a big ass shank, man.
The dude, it was a young kid at that. It wasn't even a dude. It was like he was under 15. He was a kid, but he was reaching. And the people that was around us mentioned that he was gonna. Why? Maybe because the cameras were there, but out of nowhere, he was gonna make like an attempt on the actual person we were interviewing, like the rap dude.
I can't imagine that guy was really gonna try something.
There,
that's just weird.
A kid was reaching, and then the rap dude from the Crack family, Sejas is the rapper. Sejas was standing there. His peoples saw it.
They yoked him up
and
quick.
They kind of like just scooped him,
yeah,
threw him in the wall, couple punches, disarmed him for for the main part, and he went off running. It was all on camera, but we were all in real time, so we were paying attention. And when we saw that, we was like, "What the hell?" Now I'm moving closer to E. I was like, I'm too far out in the street, but it was dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. We've seen all these countries we've gone to. Some places we've been greeted with AK-47s, not to do harm, but just letting us know, like, yo, we got it, like.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good, or you better be good.
Yeah, you're good. You're good until you're not good.
Right. Do something and watch. But
how many different spots have you been to so far? The last time we spoke, it was Vietnam.
Right. This is my 5th film, so it was Cuba was the first one, Haiti, Peru, Vietnam, and now Colombia. Yep.
What? And you said that it's all this. There's got to be some differences between these spots that you're hitting, right?
Oh no, I mean, definitely. I mean, ultimately, like Vietnam and language and culture is different. But the thing is, and this is what we're exploring in the film. Ultimately, the common denominator of hip hop is basically the same, and the common denominator of the hood is kind of the same as well.
Yeah,
and sometimes I'm wondering, and this is something we're exploring: are these hoods being shaped by hip hop music? Are they mimicking some of these things, or is it natural,
how much of it is hip hop is reporting on something as opposed to hip hop is shaping something? I think the same myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I think it's. I don't think it's 100% one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's actually a complex question to ask and look into. And going back to Colombia and the vibe, like we all know, what do we all know Colombia for? Like what is?
Yo, that's like I've never done coke before because I feel like it turned me into an asshole.
I'm the same way. I've never done it because I'm afraid that I'll like it.
But like that's the only place I would do some. Like if I went, that's like if I go to Rome and don't eat some pizza or some shit like that. Like I'd have to do some coke if I went to Colombia, bro. Like I would just have to on GP. Like I feel like that's what they're known for.
The hood out there, they do this crazy. What is it? It's like they don't have enough bread to get a lot of coke, so they get a little coke and they mix it with concrete dust, right?
They shave bricks, like the cylinder blocks, like the bricks from houses. They're out there shaving these bricks, and then the dust, whatever they shave off, they mix that. They blend that
it with a little bit of coke,
shit,
like if they're able to get their hands on a little bit
corner, like it's drugs. It's
and
nuts.
they do that.
So
that's
they shoot
a drug
it up out
that
there, like
the
heroin laced on coke. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah,
and it's really bad. Like people out there losing their teeth by the puff.
Yeah, it's not cool.
That's fucking bananas. You think you think you'd be able to get the really extra good shit, and I'd be out there snorting goddamn concrete. Ain't that a bitch?
I mean, you could, like, we could probably buy it, but the average kid in the hood, that's his cheap high.
Yeah, and they're shooting that shit too.
Oh yeah, they're doing all kinds of shit. Yep.
Yeah, when he says they shaving bricks, I said they're shaving concrete. I said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's fucking bananas. That is fucking bananas. How long did you guys spend down there?
It was about
10, 12 days.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Oh, so you really get in there? Like,
you
spend
really,
some time.
Yeah, we're really in there, and the way that we navigate the country is that we don't really set up these. Like, we don't set these meetings up. It's just like we go to one city and then we start to meet artists, and then just the doors start opening and they start introducing us to people, and it just starts organically happening.
What's their view on my man, the big ass dope dealer,
Escobar?
What's their view on Escobar?
Yeah, we went to Medellin and we did like a little mini Escobar tour, and and they took us, well, like a guide took us to like these places that are famous or infamous, better said. And for the most part, they're like embarrassed of him in a sense, like as a city, like a country. They're just like, we don't want him to represent us. We don't want people to think of Colombia and automatically default to Escobar and cartels and drugs. You know? But then on the flip, we did meet like these rappers, like a crew that's there, like they've been around since the 90s. And it seems like they're all the children of these cartel guys that worked for Escobar. And, you know, their view is different. Like that's the Godfather, and what they did for their city is amazing, and it's all positive. But you know, obviously there's stuff behind that as well, you know. But yeah, it's kind of mixed. Some people will tell you that, you know, like, yeah, that's their, you know, Godfather, and I think it's more Medellin that feels that way because that's where he was from. But for the most part, they don't want to be stigmatized with that.
Yeah, they dodge that question.
I guess it's like, I'm sure it's a tired question for him, but he really shaped fucking a big part of our culture. Like, right. You can't deny what he did for America. Yeah. I'm not gonna say him to America because a lot of cats like snorting coke. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. They took his
and even more us from Miami. Like, we had literally wars in Miami over that stuff. So like a lot of people, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like a lot of people told me that like dope money helped build this fucking city. My boys that did the documentary Cocaine Cowboys, they lay it out in that documentary, and there's others. But yeah, coke, like, I mean, without saying, like, our family, like, I could tell you that my dad, you know, in the 80s went to Miami, you know, ex-Vietnam Marine vet, went over there, and when I remember going visiting him, he was hood rich, and I'm like, where's all this money come from? And you know, now that I know, it was all tied in. Like, the whole economy in Miami at one point was based around drug money, indirectly or directly. You know.
Yeah. So Escobar helped out Miami until they got tired of his ass, and then that was that.
Right.
It's kind of sounds like a blessing and a curse for Colombia that they have that tattooed on them.
Right.
What do they want to be known as if they want to get away from the whole Escobar and the coke shit? And I mean, it's not like they stop slanging coke. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, my takeaway from being there in terms of hip hop is that they're one of the biggest markets for Latin hip hop, producing it and consuming it. And I feel that if they organize themselves better, because these countries don't really have an organized industry to put out these artists, but they have a vast amount of fans. Like on social media, they'll have like millions of followers, and on YouTube and all this stuff. So my whole thing is, if they just get it together, they can actually control, you know, the industry in Latin America for hip hop.
How's y'all Spanish?
It's good enough.
Muy bueno. We gonna work on it.
I'm about to say, man, this sounds like a money maker. Yeah.
Oh, you mean to go out there and see? But
go down there and fucking do that shit. That sounds like $1 million idea.
I mean, this is the thing, though. You're right, but part of me is like, well, I don't want to be that American that goes out there and you know, I mean, as a businessman, I'm like scratching my head, like, yeah, but I'm like, you know, I want them to do it for self. So what I'm trying to do with the films, to a degree, is create this network for these artists, expose them to different people, and kind of like empower them to try to make their moves and kind of consult them, like, hey, this is the type of stuff you guys can do. And sure, I'll be a part of it to a degree, and maybe we could break bread, but I don't want to go in there and control their destiny.
Yeah, fam, I'm not telling you to be like the fucking, like the managers in the 50s and shit, like getting the doo-wop groups to sign over everything, you know what I mean? Like they suing and like, I'm not talking about.
We got to uplift the country.
Yeah, I'm saying that you could, everybody can eat. You know what I mean? Like, you're coming with a skill that these people clearly don't have. They don't understand the marketing. They got the fucking, and that's the thing about being an artist too, man. Like, it's being good at art and being good at business is two different things. You know?
Right, for sure.
Like, so you got somebody like yourself that's actually looking out for their best interests. Like, you might be a fucking decent dude. You and Paul might be decent people to help out.
Yeah, I mean,
an untapped market.
It's. I've had the thought, and I'm trying to think of models that I can put together that we can do something. For
you don't gotta be Diddy, bro.
I know.
No, and we don't gotta be Poppy either. But I understand what you're saying. I think they need guidance. They need a leadership. They need direction. They're all doing it by heart and passion, which is what let's say the 80s hip hop had.
Yeah.
And when that heart and passion is pumping, it's creating music. So the vibe over there is right, but there's nobody that's been able to mold it and have everybody in that direction of success.
And we've had successes with the previous films where artists like Denai Suarez from our Cuba film, she got signed to Universal. She just put out an album and she's doing tracks with the Marleys and she's touring the world. We had in Vietnam, we met Saboy, which is the one that went the female MC that went viral when Obama went over there and she rapped for him. And she's sponsored by Adidas and she's touring Asia and the world. So I mean, there's definitely single success stories of these artists doing well for themselves. But what I'm talking about is them actually controlling their industry in their area, in their regions, you know?
Yeah, dude, yeah. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I said it once. I think it's a good idea. I think you guys could be really helpful for him, man. Like, especially, how long y'all been in the game for, man? Like,
celebrating 25 years right now.
That's what I'm saying, cuz, bro. And I ain't gonna say nothing else, man. I can't. When's it dropping?
This film actually, we don't have an official air date. We're just doing screenings of the film right now.
All right, bet.
But I'll let you know, and hopefully you could promote it. But definitely look out for it. It'll be coming soon.
Can people catch your other Coming Homes on Amazon and all that other shit?
Yeah, and you can stream it on our site, crazyhood.com. You'll see all the films are posted there, and you can see the trailer for Colombia as well on crazyhood.com or our YouTube, which is YouTube.com/Who's Crazy.
EFN, Paul. Really good talking with y'all.
Definitely. Thank you for having us.
Peace.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
There's now a term for portraying yourself as something you're not on these dating apps. So, well, in a sort of a mild way, where you've got an old photograph or you're supposed to.
My homeboy did that. He posted a photo from 8 years ago. I'm like, come on, man. And I'm friends with him. I'm like, yo, dude. This is like 10,000 Oxycontin pills later, man. Like, come on, champ. Don't do that. They're going to be disappointed when you show up.
I guess I'm doing that now, too. Twitter. I got to get rid of that.
You look the same, though.
Really?
Yeah, you're like one of those people that look like they was 50 since they were 20.
That's true.
You just... you went from 15 to fucking 50. Like, boom, like that. So you're fine.
This term, though, it's called being kitten-fished. I haven't heard it, but
like cat. It's like lightweight catfish, kitten-fished.
Right. It was recently coined by this dating app Hinge, and it's a lower grade, less egregious version of catfishing. That's what everybody does, except for me. I'm honestly, I keep my shit pretty. Well, I'm not even on a dating app, but I keep my shit pretty fucking. I keep it pretty real. Because I'd rather have them be fucking, oh, hey, you're not as ugly as I thought you were. Well, that's what they...
Pleasantly surprised.
That's what they point out here, that even though you lock down that first date, the chances you're going to have another are pretty slim. Because they're going to look, this guy's lying.
Well, I had the one girl, she like had the nerve to say that she liked exercising, that she put that in one of her fucking things, and then showed up just fucking fat as hell. And we had a decent conversation, but then I talked shit about her on the air the next day, and she was listening. And I was like, that wasn't about you, unless you're fat, are you? Little checkmate. Like, don't say you like exercising and be big, even if you do, you know what I mean? Because that implies something. That's like me saying, I do karate and then I don't know how to fight. You know what I mean? Like, you're you know what I mean? Like, you can't do that shit. I feel like, well, dudes do it in different ways.
Men are prone to exaggerate their height. while women also they lie
Less
about their
fat.
weight.
Yeah.
There you go.
Men also with the baldness. They try to mask the baldness.
But this is more common than you think. More than half of online daters, 54%, said that dates have seriously misrepresented themselves in their profiles.
That's why I quit doing it, bro. It was just the conversion rate was awful. It's too much time. I do better fucking like just going out in public or talking to chicks on Instagram and shit. They already know what they're getting from me. They've seen like 20 different angles of me. They know if they're attracted or not. I'm on one right now, some bullshit that was supposed to be like this real good one, and then it just turned to shit. And like, I forgot that I've been paying for it. I'm paying like $5 a month and didn't realize it, so I just canceled it.
Is it the one where you have to be invited or you're a
Yeah,
celebrity?
it's Raya. Yeah,
like
Raya, but no one's on that shit.
Nobody? None of like these Instagram models or anything like that?
I mean, like, there's bad chicks on there, but like, it's getting smaller and smaller. It just didn't take off. I think I end up like hooking up with 2 girls off of there, and they end up being cool.
What do they do?
Actually, one is a makeup artist that's on tour with a famous, huge celebrity pop star.
Well, how'd she get in there? She's hot or something?
Yeah, she was attractive and successful in her career.
I see. Well, good for her.
Yeah, look. Me.
Sorry.
Won't let me in. Post more than one picture on Instagram, champ.
Good idea.
All right, what else?
This pet owner is facing some backlash after publicizing that he's turned his cat into a vegan. He's over in Australia, and his name is Harry Bowman. He's been a vegan for 38 years and is now saying that his cat needs to do this too.
What, did it come to him in a dream or some shit? What, his cat needs... How did this come out? Like...
Well, he's talking about it online.
Vegans can't help themselves.
They're very proud.
They can't, yeah, you just couldn't quietly turn his cat into a vegan. He just couldn't do that.
Of course, vets are saying this is a major problem because they need this protein, these enzymes, which I suppose you can get from synthetic products, but the vets are saying across the board, stop doing that.
Remember the fucking, the mother that wouldn't give her kid, that would, like, the kid was, like, dying.
Oh.
Because she wanted the baby to be vegan.
Yeah, there are a couple of stories like that now and again.
Yeah. Fucking awful, man. Awful. How's the cat look? How long has the cat been vegan for?
It looks like he just adopted the cat. Hang on a second.
Oh, great. I know the cat was like, fuck yeah, I don't gotta be in the motherfucking... at the vet or the pound, the dog pound, or the rescue, animal rescue center. I made it. Yeah, bitch. He's all saying bye to his other cat friends. Rico, keep your head up, man. I know someone's gonna pick you, dog. Then he comes home and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
This is it, corn."
I can see his...
Look, the cat won't even eat the fucking shit.
No.
He's so bummed.
But the guy, he's saying she absolutely loves her vegan diet. I will boil some pumpkin and mash it up with the dry vegan cat food, and she chows it down like there's no tomorrow. This isn't right.
Well, maybe they got if it's a special blend of vegan cat food, maybe they got the. This is really, like, if you're vegan, aren't you supposed to be, like, natural? This is unnatural. Like, it's in a cat's nature to be to eat meat.
Yeah, this doctor here, Dr. Richard Gowan, who's a feline vet, he says a vegan diet is inappropriate for cats. We have several vegan staff members, and none of them would consider feeding their cats a vegan diet.
Yeah, because they understand that humans are one thing and fucking animals are different shit.
Yeah.
Dumbass. You got a picture of this guy?
Yeah, he's around here somewhere.
See this dipshit?
Yeah, he's kind of annoying.
Fuck this guy. And then he could. And the worst part was like he had to tell people.
There he
Oh,
is.
look at that fucking bald head fuck. What? He looks like my dick.
Where is he going? He's holding
Oh, look at him.
out there with
He's
the
got a vegan life. His little vegan life shirt. Fuck him. I'm such a good person. The cat wants to kill itself. Look at the look in the cat's face.
help. Get me out of here.
Fucking shoot me. Fucking shoot me. All right, what else?
Looks like only 6 in 10 commuters would give up their seat on a train for a pregnant woman. This is a survey out of the UK of 2,000 people. Only 6 in 10 would say, okay, here's my seat.
So it's over half.
Yeah, but those are still... That's...
You know what to say. Should have fucked somebody with a car. That's what they say. No, it's not my joke. That's somebody else's. That's the saying. Should have fucked someone with a car.
And they're saying nearly all participants agreed it wasn't necessary at all to offer a seat to a woman who was in her first trimester of pregnancy.
Well, you can't even tell. If some lady walked up on me and I couldn't tell she was pregnant when she was like, I'm pregnant, I need to sit down, like, you should find a seat then. But if I saw like a fucking lady, a giant fucking, with a giant belly, I get up for old people and I get up for pregnant ladies. That's it. Or like if she's holding a fucking baby and the train is jostling or some shit.
When asked why they wouldn't give up their seats, a quarter said that they didn't want to offer a woman their seat in case she wasn't actually pregnant. Seems kind of stupid.
So they're just asking.
Like, are you pregnant?
Well, she looks pregnant. She's fucking pregnant. Oh, yeah. Oh, they was like, oh, she might have been fat.
Right.
I've had a couple of those recently where I'm just like, I'm talking to a woman. I'm like, is she fat or pregnant? I don't know. And you really don't. It really fucks up the conversation.
You get distracted by that?
Yeah, because it's like you're not addressing what's like. If they're pregnant, you should be like, hey, congratulations. Hey, looks like you got a bun in the oven.
You don't say that.
She's like, and they're fat. I did that one time when I was 18. I never did it again. I was at the club, and there was this fat girl out there. I was like, girl, what you doing out here pregnant? And I wasn't even clowning. And she was not pregnant. She was fat, and it put a real damper on things. Needless to say, her friend did not want to talk to me after that. All right, what else?
All right. Some in the disabled community are upset over Starbucks' decision to ban straws because they need the straws to drink their coffee products. And but Starbucks has announced it stopped using plastic straws for environmental reasons. And so
when being woke goes wrong, Starbucks, the wokest of woke, most woke, awake corporations, giant corps, their wokeness infringes upon a disabled minority group. Mm-hmm. Starbucks, their wokeness awakens. Now what are they going to do?
Well, Starbucks is saying...
Are they going to have a couple straws for the retards?
Probably. The retards.
Prove it. Prove you can't move your arm. Where's the wheelchair? Oh, yeah, sure, they're in a van right now. Just cart them in here. Let me see them.
Starbucks did say the company will work with the disabled community to ensure that they continue to meet their needs going forward.
So that means they're going to keep straws. They got to. Yeah, that makes fucking sense, man.
Just have a couple.
It makes sense.
But there's one person here, a speech therapist, depends on straws to help teach people to take a drink when they need one. I don't understand that. I
don't know about that, but like I do understand like people where they can't move their arms and they're like in a wheelchair or something like that, and they got to like they just have movement on their necks or something like that. Totally makes sense.
You think you'd have your own straw for that?
What?
No.
Let me pull out my trusty straw. They're going to have to start carrying their own straws because clearly Starbucks cares more about the transgender than fucking the cripple. Which is bullshit, Starbucks. I thought you guys were woke. You are not awake. You're unwoke. What was the reason behind the straws? Was it killing fish or some shit like that?
Yeah, it's plastic waste. So yeah, so they're hoping to eliminate more than 1 billion straws per year to cut down on waste.
Yeah, okay, I hear you. Right. I'm of the school of thought is of like we're kind of fucked. So like just all of these things are like putting little band-aids on bullet wounds. Like it's not really these little measures aren't doing much. They're more gestures.
You have to do something. You're just gonna wait for the end of the world.
Look, man, whatever the kids are born into, that's all they're gonna fucking know, and they're gonna adjust. Like that's the one thing that we can count on this planet is constant change. And I don't know. All I know is my own reality. I don't know the reality of somebody living in Los Angeles fucking 200 years ago. I just know a smoggy fucking shit-filled city, and I live in it. And I bet you if someone 200 years ago came and saw this, they would be like, what have you done? So the way I look at it is like, oh, this is just fucking empty gestures. It's just like bullshit to make you feel better about. This is the progress of things. We're fucking humans. We waste shit. It's fucked up. What are you going to do?
But is that really how you view L.A., a smoggy, shit-filled city? I mean...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to the fucking fullest, dude. It was even worse back in the day. I'd have like fucking black boogers, dog, like from the smog. Shit would look like tar in my nose. It'd be like, for real? You leave my fan in my K-Town, when I was living in K-Town back in 01, like the box fan was black just from the smog.
Oh, sure.
It was fucking disgusting. It's actually gotten better. And it's still smoggy as shit. You're just used to it. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole fucking point. You're used to this shit. So it's like...
Don't do that.
We adapt. We just adapt. That's it. What if they started making people bring their own cups? If you really want to be woke, Starbucks, bring your own cup.
I've seen people do it. Sure.
No, not just, if you want service, bring your own cup. That's how awake we are. We're extra woke, Starbucks style. Woke.
Want some good news?
Yeah, I guess.
And now, time for good news.
All right, there's this little girl. She has a mechanical arm, and now her name is Haley Dawson.
Can she fucking like karate chop through steel? Is that?
Not quite.
Does
yet.
it end with that? Is there a blowtorch on the end of her arm?
It's a 3D printed hand.
So
she's
can she pick locks with her hand?
Not yet, but she can throw out pitches, and she's doing that
at fucking 90 miles an hour with her mechanical arm. Can she do that?
Again, it's more of a roll to the
like
blade.
Bionic, the $6 million man, like that. Does she have fucking pistols at the end of her fingertips, and she kill people if they try to rob her or her family?
At some point. But now she has a goal of throwing out the first pitch at all 30 Major League Baseball parks. So she's
going to milk that one.
Yeah. So she's recently over in Boston.
Not just one. She's like, I'm going to see the world. Fucking smart kid. Jesus Christ.
She's cute, getting a lot of attention.
Special guest, and it's not just because of her dancing skills. 8-year-old Haley Dawson will throw the first pitch using her 3D printed robotic hand. You'd think she'd be nervous, but this girl has quite the major league resume. She threw her first pitch when she was just 5.
If you watch the Orioles,
what a shitty throw.
Oh, stop it.
Fenway marks pitch number 21, and Haley's mom.
It bounced 7 feet in front of him. What are you talking about?
So, and all I ever want as a mom is for her to be happy, to be confident and secure in who she is, and she owns her hand.
That kid seems well adjusted. She's so super stoked.
It does not define her. She defines herself.
While Haley loves the thrill of taking the field and the autographs that come with each visit, she knows she's inspiring people in every new city. Say there's some kid at home watching who, is dealing with something that just makes life a little bit different. What's your message to that kid?
If I can do it, you can do it.
Hell yeah, Haley. If I can do it, you can do it.
Something a little off with her.
She's stoked, dude. She's running around the fucking country, dog. She's got fucking sweet ass. That shit look like fucking Star Wars arm or something.
3D printers.
It'd be better if it did like the flamethrower shit, but like that's cool.
8 years old.
The special power was fucking. You think the teams are paying? You think the teams are flying them out or her out, or do you think they're doing it on their own dime? Because that would be a special power to get free hotel stays and shit.
That seems unlikely, but not impossible.
No, they'd have to. You know how tacky that would be.
That adds up.
Like, get yourself out here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're a fucking $1 billion corporation. You fly it. There's a cheap hojo you could stay at. You can probably afford that. Good for her. All right. That's the news.